Um, yeah, life with Ehlers Danlos is pretty tough. It's a chronic pain condition, so, I mean, as much as I've been in and out of the hospital, I have a pretty good deal of chronic pain on a daily basis. To people who, like, may have EDS or not sure, when you hear EDS, everybody always talks about the loose skin, the stretchy skin, and the double joints. Chronic fatigue syndrome, chronic pain, trouble breathing, if you're easy to dislocate, if you bruise a lot, have a very sensitive stomach, and getting more intense, if you have bleeds, if you have ruptures, hematomas, bowel obstruction, if that's something that happens a lot, that is a very good sign that you could potentially have Ehlers Danlos. Most people are probably not diagnosed. In a weird sort of way, I'm really lucky that my mother had it. Because I've never had any question of what I have. I've known that I have Ehlers Danlos, and I've known it was probably type 4 because that's what she had. I kind of feel like it's like walking a tightrope. I have to be so careful about everything that I do. I need to be active, but I can never be too active. You know, I need to eat, but I can't eat too much. And I have to be careful about what I eat. Frankly, I cannot relate to anybody my age anymore. I can't drink anymore. I can't lift weights. I can't exercise too aggressively. I have a bit of anxiety every time I go out. I've had several situations where I go out and I just something happens, like I get a headache, or I get a backache, or I feel a pain in my stomach, and it just escalates to this ridiculous level. Unfortunately, it is kind of random with Ehlers Danlos. I'm very embarrassed by feeling sick. I'm very self-conscious about it because it's not exactly fun, especially if you're making an impression on somebody new, you know, a new friendship or something. It's not exactly charming to get a terrible stomach ache, or to get a terrible backache, or to suddenly not be able to breathe that easily, or suddenly have your leg give out and you can't walk. I choose not to go out much these days because it's just easier and less strain. I have heard a lot of stories of people who, you know, the doctors go in and they do some form of surgery or some kind of procedure and it doesn't heal completely, or it doesn't heal properly. Or in my mother's case, like they went in and they tried to sew things up and it just couldn't. It wouldn't sew. It wouldn't get back together. It was like tissue paper. Anybody with Ehlers Danlos, I would always remind them that they know more than the doctor knows. You know your own body. I am very aware of the pains that I feel, and you know, sometimes I might be too aware, but I always want to be aware because I now know when something is serious.